I upload YouTube videos quite often. So far I have uploaded like 300 videos for
Oh
three,
my
4 years.
goodness. Wow. And all in
Yeah.
Korean, I suppose, are they?
Sorry.
They're in Korean, they're not in English?
Yeah, they are all in Korean. So my foreign friends are waiting for the English one.
Mhm.
But I always said, okay, I'll make an English video, but still not making it.
Oh, he's funny. He's
Huh?
great. Yeah, really, really like him. So,
Is he good at English?
yes, he is.
Ah.
He's probably one of my two best ones. Well,
Oh, I
three,
see.
because your English is better than any of them, but
Yeah, that's a really good thing to yeah, when I think about it, because I am the manager, so yeah, I should be good. And actually, from next week, I'm planning to take part in a study group that's just for random people who want to study English, and they are all Koreans, and we will speak in English. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I think it's great. Yeah, I find that a lot with my students. They just don't have anybody to speak English to.
Yeah, normally we don't have. I think it's more difficult for us to speak in English with Koreans than like to foreigners.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Why
Uh,
would it be more difficult?
maybe like with foreigners, we already know they can only speak English, not Korean. So we need to speak English. So that's very natural. But with Koreans, we know that like yeah, and also we care about each other's English sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if, for example, in YouTube on YouTube, if there is a YouTube video like saying, "Oh, he is multi language speaker," like
Mhm.
he is a multilingual, and he speaks English and Chinese, and a lot of people criticize like, "Oh, that's not a perfect English," like yeah, their pronunciation is not really that good, or yeah. Um, we have a very
Multilingual.
high standard. Yeah, very high standard for English.
Really?
Hmm.
Huh. But that being said,
Hmm.
Koreans have a very high standard for everything.
Oh.
I find they strive to be the best in everything.
Uh-huh.
Not like, oh well, I passed. It's like, well, I didn't get first place, and the education system is so it it's so serious. Like
Yeah.
everybody is so serious about so and everything's so competitive that if you're not number one or you're not perfect,
Mm-hmm.
you get left behind. Like
Mm,
it is, yeah, yeah. They're
it's true.
Korean people are very, very driven, and that's a good thing because Canadians aren't as driven. I was talking to one of my students. They were talking about getting a job. You've got to get. Everybody goes to university, and I said, well, here the kids. The main factor here is what can I get the most amount of money for doing the least amount of work? That's all that matters. You know,
Ah.
they'd work making $15 an hour if they
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to do anything. And
Mm-hmm.
they would take that job over a $20 an hour job that they had to work all the time.
Oh.
Did I say 1 in 5? Only 1 in 5 actually graduate that start.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so only like 20% of
Mhm.
people graduate.
Right.
Oh, wow. That's very different, I think.
It is. It's absolutely opposite of Korea.
In like from my university, among my friends, I never seen who dropped out of university. I dropped out of the university, and a lot of people, just everyone was opposed to that idea. Like they were like,
Ah,
crazy,
yeah.
are you crazy?
Yeah. I think there's a balance between the two. I think we're too relaxed.
Ah.
Maybe Korea's a little too stressed.
Hmm.
Um, but I wouldn't want to see Korea become like Canada and just not care either.
It's not easy to be relaxed
Mm.
when we were always busy. I it was very difficult for me too at first.
Mm.
Like, wow, I have so much time. Like, when I felt that, like, is it okay to have this much time and just relax and do nothing?
I don't understand how people with young families do it in Korea. Like you work till 6 or 7 at night, you
Mhm.
pick up your baby on the way home. By the time you get dinner over with, the
Yeah.
kid has to go to bed and you get up. And so when do you ever have family time?
That's a big problem, actually. There was one statistics. I think like that. Now it has changed. The father and children have time like together. It was like 6 minutes a day.
Yeah.
My husband growing up, his father was really busy, so sometimes he needed to have dinner at 9 p.m.
Wow. Even now, well, not Laura because she lives away, but Sunday dinner, the kids all come home for dinner Sunday. And they, they all live in the city, but Sundays they come home to our house for dinner every Sunday.
Now still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
good.
So
Did your children get married?
none of them are married. Ben has a girlfriend that he's had for 2 years. They have a house, and Meg and her boyfriend bought a house this summer. So they're not married yet, but
Oh, so they are
kids,
living together.
yeah, kids here
Okay.
don't seem to get married. Like, they buy houses and have babies and buy cars and they're still not
Oh,
married, and it's
really?
so
Uh,
odd for me. But
Oh, I see. So I think it's one of the big differences also. So in Korea, um also many couples are living together, but secretly in many cases. Yeah,
oh,
they don't tell their parents.
oh,
You didn't know that?
really? No. It's uh, it's the way Korean family values
Mm-hmm.
are good. It's the way it should be. Because now not not my kids, they all dated for a while before they moved in together, but I know people that they date for a couple weeks and they move in together and break up a month later and then they move in with somebody else. There doesn't seem to be that um
Uh,
they don't seem to respect relationships. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah,
It
yeah.
happens too fast here.
Yeah, maybe this part also needs some like middle in the middle.
Yeah.
These days, getting married is very difficult because because of the like money, financial things. So in Korea, it's hard to get a job, and also house is very difficult to buy
Mhm.
or rent. Very expensive. So the our marriage age is getting very like yeah, and
Mhm.
so so they just live together, but still the culture is not following that, so
Mhm.
they need to. What kind
Mhm.
of videos does Laura upload?
She was doing weight loss videos, but
Ah,
she does story time. I'll see if I can find her channel. She does story time videos about being a waitress, and she's hilarious.
so do you sometimes watch her videos?
Yeah, she has 197 subscribers. and she has
197. Yeah, that's a good
and
start.
she has 9 videos. Yeah.
Oh, and Holy Grail makeup products. What is Holy Grail? Is it
Holy
the name
Grail
of?
is the actual Holy Grail was the chalice that Jesus drank out of, like a wine glass, but made of pottery. If something's a Holy Grail, it's the best of the best.
I just looked it up on the dictionary, and it also says something that is extremely difficult to find or get.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
and that's with makeup. You know how if you're buying makeup, you buy 3 or 4 different products before you get one that works. Like I've
mhm.
probably got 10 foundations on my desk here that
Wow.
they just don't, they're not the right ones. And I keep until I finally find the right one. And then that's the Holy Grail. I
Uh-huh.
finally found the right, foundation type thing.
Ah, I see.
So,
Mm.